Welcome to my 48 Laws of Power series. Here, we are going to master the 48 Laws of Power to embrace our lives and navigate the complexities of influence, authority, and strategy. Disclaimer: use them at your own risk. These laws can be powerful tools when used wisely, but they can also be dangerous if applied recklessly. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Meaning, friends can be unreliable when power and personal interests are involved. They may betray you out of jealousy, familiarity, or personal gain. On the other hand, enemies, because of their past conflicts with you, have more to prove when given an opportunity. A former enemy, when turned into an ally, will often be more loyal than a friend because they have more at stake in proving their loyalty. Do not blindly trust friends with power. Instead, strategically use enemies who have something to gain by aligning with you. Keep people dependent on you, and ensure loyalty is built through shared interests rather than blind friendship. Example 1. The Betrayal of Michael III by Basil the Macedonian. Michael III, the Byzantine emperor, believed in rewarding loyalty, so he raised his friend Basil the Macedonian from a mere stable boy to the highest position in the empire. Basil became co-emperor, enjoying immense power and prestige. Michael saw him as a loyal ally who owed everything to him. However, as Basil gained more influence, he realized he no longer needed Michael. He understood that as long as Michael was emperor, his own power was limited. One night, after gaining enough support from key figures in the court, Basil turned on the very man who had elevated him. He orchestrated Michael's assassination, eliminating him and seizing the throne for himself. The man Michael trusted the most, his closest friend, became his greatest enemy. Lesson from Michael III. Trust should never be given blindly, especially when power is involved. Friends, when given too much, can grow ambitious and turn against you. If Michael had been more cautious and kept Basil in check, he might have survived. Example 2. How Abraham Lincoln turned his enemy into an ally. During Abraham Lincoln's rise in politics, Edwin Stanton was one of his harshest critics. Stanton openly ridiculed Lincoln, calling him unqualified and even mocking his appearance. Most people would have held a grudge, but Lincoln was not ruled by emotion. He was ruled by strategy. When Lincoln became president, he needed the best person to serve as Secretary of War during the Civil War. Despite Stanton's past hostility, Lincoln saw his competence and leadership abilities. Ignoring personal differences, he appointed Stanton to the position. At first, Stanton was shocked, but once he took the role, he realized Lincoln's wisdom and fairness. Over time, Stanton became one of Lincoln's most devoted supporters. Even after Lincoln's assassination, Stanton was the one who mourned him the most, saying, "Now he belongs to the ages." Lesson from Lincoln: enemies, when given the right opportunity, can become your most loyal allies. Unlike friends who might take trust for granted, enemies have more to prove. By strategically using those who once opposed you, you can turn rivalry into strength. Key takeaways from Law 2. Friends can betray when power dynamics shift. Do not rely on blind loyalty. Enemies, once converted, can be more loyal than friends because they have more to prove. Never let emotions dictate your alliances. Strategic relationships are key. Keep people dependent on you to maintain control. Master this law, and you'll minimize betrayal while strengthening your influence. Break it, and you may suffer the same fate as Michael III. Stay tuned for Law 3 in the next episode.